What is good, YouTube? Yu-Gi-Oh! Vendor here coming to y'all with my Tri-Brigade Zoo deck profile. This is going to be an interesting deck as more decks are coming out. That's going to be competing for that #1 deck, and Tri-Brigade had it. Now it's reprinted, it's cheaper, more people can afford it, more people can play it, and it's still competitive and one of the best decks. I'm going to show you what I play, why I play it, and how I built it. Triple fractal, get your play started. 1900 beater, allow you to send itself and another Tri-Brigade to the grave. Just allow you to set up your grave so that way you can get your play started, get your link monsters on the board. Nerval, 3 of him, just powerful. It was a common, then it obviously became an ultra. Deserves it just because it allow you to search a Tri-Brigade, and sometimes you just want to get it on the field just because of that. Then I also play Triple Kit. Kit is just another name. She allows you to dump another Tri-Brigade, so it comes up where you need another beast in the grave or beast warrior in the grave, and then you need another one, so that way you're able to link summon. So it's very important to the deck, and the fact that as a Tri-Brigade helps. And then Double Curious is a starter. It's a stender, allows you to summon itself by discarding a beast warrior, winged beast to the grave to special summon it, allow you to set up your grave, allow you to get names in the grave, types in the grave, just so you can get your links on board. But I only played 2 because I do play the Zoo Engine. And here we go, Rapier, Ram, and Thoroughblade. Thoroughblade is good just because it's a beast stick and they give you draw power. Rapier just allows you to have another name and allows you to get more in the grave. And Ram, you just get tired of your Warbow or your Zeus getting impermed and you kind of lose if you do. So this card just allow you to stop that at the end of the day. So I think Ram is needed still, just because everybody's still playing power traps and you need to be able to protect your seed monsters. And it's another name that allow you to go into Zeus because you just need a Zodiac to go into Borbo. Rescue Cat, I only play 2 because I play the Tri-Brigade Zoo version, so you don't just rely on the Tri-Brigades and trying to get them all in the grave. You use different tactics to do it because you play the Zoo Engine. So having 2 and 2 Cures and 3 Kit allows it to resolve, gives you a lot of advantage by getting you beast warrior, well, 2 beasts, and then he'll be the 3rd when it goes to the graveyard, to the grave to set up your grave. But it also give you Kit effect, and that gives you 4. So it really does help. Yeah, it really does help a lot. It really does help this deck a lot. You get the graveyard set up and get links on the board so you can combo. So it is very important to the deck. Ash, I still think it's the best hand trap. Hits every deck and cripples your opponent the most. That's why people love Crossout, because they like hitting Ash. Veiler, just another effect negation. Well, Nibiru, not the biggest fan of Nibiru, but you need it in this deck. Just because you never want to get Nibiru in this deck, especially because it takes a lot to commit to a board, to make a board. You don't want to just lose it to a Nibiru. So since I play Crossout, I play a Nibiru, and I do side Lancey I do side other Nibiru. So just having one, just in case I need to use it, or one just because I need to cross out, is why I play it. Prosperity, I like this better than Desires, just because you don't have to worry about banishing 10 of your core engine that wins you the duel. Plus, this allows you to banish 3 to 6, and then you can pick any card for your situation that you need, whether it's a starter, whether it's a zoo, whether it's a card to get 2 on like this, or whether it's a way, you know, just to get out of your situation. This will allow you to pick that card, and even if you need to banish 6, you get more chances of getting that card instead of just drawing 2 plus losing 10 in the main deck, which really hurts your consistency, unlike Prosperity. And on top of that, with Prosperity, you banishing cards you may not need just because you don't use your entire extra deck in Tri-Brigade. You just don't. So usually you're banishing the cards you don't need the most, and then you're getting a card that you do need without losing no main deck advantage. Triple Crossout Designator. This card is important in this deck because you want your Rescue Cat to go through, you want your Tri-Brigades to go through, You want your Zeus to go through, and you want to stop your opponent revolt from going through. So since Tri Brigade is so popular, because like I said, it's budget, it got reprinted and it's cheaper, this card allow you to banish your revolt, stop their revolt that hurts your opponent, stops the hand traps, which is important, stops prosperity too, because you just banish your prosperity, and then you just stop them from using theirs, and then you can use a hand trap on something else. This card makes this deck a lot more consistent and a lot more tougher to beat, even if it's just stopping in the Nibiru, so that way you can keep your board and then you can continue to finish off your opponent. Tanky is essential because it allows you to see Fractal, which gets cards in the grave and gives you a name, and it also allows you to see a Zoo. If you see a Zoo, you see a Zeus. So being able to get a Zeus whenever you need it is always important. Call by the grave. I like this because it allows you to stop hand traps, and it also can be used defensive to stop your opponent from putting stuff dangerous in the grave or getting cards back from the grave to the field. So you need to at least play one. Foolish Burial, absolutely powerful because it allows you to send Kit and Nerval to the grave, which allow you to fill your grave, but also allow you to get a card that you might not have to your hand because you just dumped Nerval. And then Revolt, the best trap card in the deck, just because it allows you to gain so much advantage off of it, plus it cripples your opponent, and you do need to C3 because you want to draw it, and you don't always want to search it off Bear Broom or search it off Prosperity. And on top of that, you definitely want to be able to use it multiple times in the duel if needed. And then Strike. I'm going to probably cut these for droplets, but it's still good just because stopping your opponent or helping to break a board or stop your opponent from making a board and just giving you more monster effect negation, which is primarily what the game is why Strike is good. And then same thing with Impermanence, just being able to stop your opponent, monster effect, stop them from going off. Even if it's going second, it's still powerful just because you can just negate on your turn or just set it negate on a turn, and then your opponent is stuck with a mediocre board. And then it's also good to play 3 because of cross out. And then Imperial Order, powerful, wins me a lot of games. Just activating it can seal a game, can help you control the game, or just can stop your opponent from coming back because it just shuts off all spells. So it's a game-winning card. That's why you play it. For the extra deck, double Omen. This card is powerful, allowing you to banish multiple times in a turn. Multiple times in a duel. It just overpower. And then the fact that you can bring 4 monsters back and send them back to the grave and get their effects. And this effect is when it's sent to the grave, you can search. So that comes up too. If it dies, it can replace itself, kind of. Rugal, underrated. I'm glad that it's super just because it gives you a lot of advantage. Not only can it drop your opponent monsters, it can also allow you to bring back Tri Brigades back to your hand or other cards, or even summon to its own Omen points too and get advantage on your opponent's turn. And then I played 2 Barren Blossom. You need it just because they allow you to get more cards on the board, more cards in the grave, and allow you to see more cards because it draws. This is the best one to me outside of Omen. And 1 Bear Boom. I don't like 2 because I don't summon it that much, and I only really use it to go into Revolt. Other than that, I never really summon it. It do come up where you can discard 2 to bring 1 from Banish to the field. Then you can Link Climb. That do come up, but it don't come up as often as Barren Blossom. Access code for game-winning plays. Appaloosa, this is for offense, this is for defense. Harvester, same thing, just allow you to cripple your opponent grave while also allowing you to OTK if they don't have nothing early. You go into this and just OTK them quickly, just in case you can't go on access code. Then this is not for the OTK, this is for the control aspect of the deck. Allow you to continue to hit floodgates or hit opponents' normal summons, special summons, or link monsters, or any monster, and just out it. This is the send Nerval and Kit to the grave, and then the Zeus package. You use these, you use this to go into Zeus. Zeus is to wipe the entire board and control the board to help you win a game. These you can use as defense to get more bodies on the board, or you can use them to link into Baron or Bear Broom, or you can use them to have more material for Zeus. Thanks for watching. Also, if you got any suggestions, let me know in the comment section below. And also let me know what you like and you dislike about the deck. And also, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video.